The 0-2. Line drive. Caught by Mookie Betts. And that'll do it. The Dodgers sweep the Reds 2-0. And they'll take on the Phillies in the division series.
From MLB.com, this is the Morning Lineup Podcast. I'm your host, Mandy Bell. Today is Thursday, October 2nd, and for the first time, we have 3 of 4 wildcard rounds going the distance, which means only chaos can ensue, right? We can only hope. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll break down exactly how we got here. Let's get to it. The Dodgers have already popped bottles. The goggles were on in a plastic-lined home clubhouse at Dodger Stadium as manager Dave Roberts addressed his team after an 8-4 win over the Reds.
There's a lot of work to be done. My only ask is that every single guy be ready when called upon. Keep your minds right. We're going to need every single one of you guys. Stay in it, stay focused, keep playing for each other. Let's go. Yeah!
The Reds plated 2 runs after an error by Teoscar Hernandez extended the first inning, but from there, it was basically all LA. Honestly, it was all 3 players, and somehow none of them included Shohei Ohtani. Okay, Ohtani did knock in a run on a single, but offensively, Mookie Betts was the real star.
3-2. Line drive, fair ball down the line. That's going to get into the corner. Coming around is Rojas. They're going to hold Ohtani up. And Mookie, with his 3rd double of the night, his 4th hit. And the Dodgers lead at 8-2.
Betts racked up 4 hits, including 3 doubles, becoming just the 2nd Dodgers player to have a 3-double postseason game alongside Jim Gallium in 1953. Betts was responsible for knocking in 3 of the Dodgers' 8 runs. Meanwhile, Yoshinobu Yamamoto couldn't have been better on the rubber.
Dodgers lead 7-2. Breaking ball. Outside corner. Ring him up. And it is strikeout number 9 for Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
He went 6 2/3 innings without giving up an earned run, all while fanning 9 batters. And the 3rd star of Wednesday's show, Roki Sasaki. The 23-year-old rookie who had all 30 teams salivating over the idea of boasting him on their roster this past winter didn't have the first season he would have necessarily envisioned. He battled shoulder issues and is now working out of the bullpen instead of being in the rotation mix. But that doesn't seem to be holding him back.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Yamamoto loves it. Sasaki has gotten the first 2.
His stuff is filthy. His heater was clocking in over 101 miles per hour. He looked utterly dominant in that 9th inning, like a typical closer would. Is this a new role for him moving forward during the playoffs? I guess we'll have to wait to see. Next up, the Dodgers will take on the Phillies in the National League Division Series, a matchup that's destined to be electric, especially with Shohei Ohtani expected to start Game 1. It all begins on Saturday. Every player has to envision what their first postseason experience will be like. They spend their whole lives imagining that MLB debut, then they fantasize about the first time they step on the field in October. Not many people get to have a dream moment like Ben Rice.
He swings and hits it hard to right, and Ben Rice is back and the Yankees are on the board.
Rice is just the 6th player since 2000 to hit a home run on the first career postseason pitch that he's seen, according to the Elias Sports Bureau. He's also the first Yankee to hit a homer in his first career postseason at-bat since Shane Spencer in 1998. But in typical Yankees-Red Sox fashion, it couldn't be that simple.
And that one is up the middle. It's going to get down. Grisham Fields. And he will throw it into third base. We are tied. Trevor Story delivers an RBI that plates 2 on that single.
With the score knotted at 2, Aaron Judge delivered a go-ahead RBI single, but once again, Trevor Story answered.
Swing and a drive, left field, Bellinger, back, gone! Trevor's storybook season continues with a game-tying solo shot.
No matter what the Yankees did, they couldn't shake the Red Sox. That was until the 8th inning.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming to Austin Wells. And he lines one into right field. Fair ball! Chisholm to third. He's being waved. Eaton coming home. Here's the throw. He's safe!
Jazz Chisholm's speed led the Yankees to a 4-3 victory over the Red Sox. Boston had been 5-0 in potential series clinchers under Alex Cora until last night. And now New York will look to add another tally in the loss column tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. And this will be a fun one. Aside from it being the biggest rivalry in baseball, this will be the second winner-take-all game in postseason history between two rookie starters, Connolly Early for Boston and Cam Schlittler for New York. Early will be the 5th pitcher to make a postseason start within his first 5 MLB appearances, according to Sarah Langs. And Early is ready for the opportunity.
100%, yeah. I mean, I've stuck to all my preparation and feel pretty good, so ready to go out there and do it.
Okay, these were the night games last night, but we did have 2 matinees yesterday as well. We'll dive into those after the break. Step aside, guards ball. Sometimes Cleveland can get the job done with the long ball. Once again, the Guardians' backs were against the wall, facing elimination against the Tigers. But Cleveland decided to quite literally let the kids play and lead them to Game 3. First, it was George Valera.
Mize' pitch is hitting the air to deep right center field. Back by
Valera has spent the last 8 years in the minors, battling through injuries, suffering through a DFA, re-signing on a minor league deal with Cleveland, all without getting a chance to make his major league debut. That came toward the end of this season, and with just 16 regular season games under his belt, he finally got to have the moment that he's dreamed of. And then there's even a crazier story in Chase DeLauder, Cleveland's number 2 prospect, who made his major league debut in the elimination game. He's just the 6th player to ever debut in the playoffs for any team. And after a blunder in the first, he saved the game in the 4th.
hit hard up the middle on a base hit. Green has scored. Dingler's coming around. The throw goes to third. Safe.
That's right. For a second, it looked like Javi Baez knocked in 2 runs to give the Tigers the lead. Instead, the overturned call at third base to end the inning prompted the final run to come off the board as the runner came up 2 steps short of touching the plate before the out was made. Tie ball game, new life for the Guardians. It took a few innings, but then Brian Rocchio, who may not be a rookie but is only in his 2nd full big league season and even was optioned to AAA for a bit this season, stepped up to the plate in the bottom of the 8th.
Well hit ball to right. Way back and gone. Brian Rocchio has given Cleveland the lead.
According to Sarah Langs, this marked the first go-ahead home run in the 8th inning or later in Cleveland postseason history. And it opened the offensive floodgates as a double by Daniel Schneemann and a homer by Bo Naylor led the Guardians to a 6-1 win. And now the Tigers and Guardians will go head-to-head in a winner-take-all Game 3 today. It's Jack Flaherty against Slade Cecconi at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. The Padres were confident that they would come back to Wrigley for Game 2 and even the series. And they did just about everything perfectly to make that happen. After Jackson Merrill got San Diego on the board with a sacrifice fly, Manny Machado gave them some breathing room.
And Machado cranks the first pitch to deep left field. Ian Happ will watch it go! Manny Machado destroys the first pitch splitter! The Cubs do not turn to the bullpen, and Machado hits it over the bullpen. 3-0 San Diego.
Starter Dylan Cease was strong for 3 2/3 innings, but it was Mason Miller who stole the show once he got into the game.
4 from Mason Miller. About as fast as a human being has ever thrown a baseball.
104.5 miles per hour. That's the fastest postseason pitch since pitch tracking began in 2008. It's also the 4th fastest pitch in that span, including the regular season. But he wasn't done there.
Ballesteros is helpless. You could give these Cubs a cricket bat, you give them a skyscraper, it's probably not going to matter. They can't do anything against Mason Miller.
Miller has faced 8 batters during the NL Wildcard Series. All 8 of them have been retired by strikeout. That ties him with Josh Hader in 2022 for the most consecutive batters struck out in the postseason at any point. It's also the longest streak to start a postseason career by 2. This equated to a 3-1 Padres win over the Cubs, forcing Game 3. Yu Darvish will get the ball for San Diego. Jameson Taillon will start for Chicago. That's all for today's morning lineup. Remember, we have 3 winner-go-home games today at 3, 5, and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And tomorrow, Will Leach will be with you to recap everything that happened. As always, please be sure to give us a rating and a review and share this episode with the baseball lovers in your life. Thanks for listening and enjoy the final day of the Wildcard Series.